I was initially impressed with the release of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It is a far improvement from the recent years of Call of Duty Slosh, but still feels lacking from titles I once grew up with. It impresses me how much attention to detail comes with these games, but the complete ignorance to include what players want from these yearly releases. Developed primarily by Treyarch Studios and published by Activision, Black Ops 6 has so much content for a game that took 4 years to develop, but feels rushed in many modes that aim to have the players returning for more. This is an always online first-person shooter. It includes an impressive campaign, an improved zombies experience, a fast-paced multiplayer mode, a competitive ranked mode unlocked after 50 multiplayer wins, and an ever-changing Warzone Battle Royale that keeps adding to its free-to-play standalone title. One of the biggest features of this game is the Omni movement system, which allows the player to run, dive, and slide in any direction. While it's fun to quickly change directions on a dime, the game doesn't support anything notable to encourage this movement change, and only adds to the chaotic nature of the arcade shooter. The ability to customize your HUD is also a nice feature. While it has some limiting functionality, it's better than nothing. Being able to change your HUD across different game modes is a nice bonus that hasn't existed yet. The campaign continues right where Black Ops Cold War left off. You play as a rogue CIA operative named Case, joined by Woods, Adler, and some newcomers, while you figure out the plan of a secret shadow agency known as the Pantheon. The Pantheon looks to utilize a bioweapon called the Cradle that has already infiltrated the CIA. Your goal is to find out who the leader of the Pantheon is and stop them before they can weaponize this bioweapon. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed my experience with the campaign. Its missions feel longer and more impactful than Black Ops Cold War. This is the most fun I've had playing a campaign since Modern Warfare 2019. While there are plenty of linear run and gun levels, there are also plenty of missions that try to do something different. The inclusion of open exploration missions works well, and doesn't feel forced, unlike the previous Modern Warfare 3 2023. For example, there's a mission that has you searching for 3 SAM sites, with various side objectives that make taking out the SAM sites easier. I thought this open exploration mission style worked really well, and it encourages discovering new tools to take advantage of. On the flip side, a separate mission has you infiltrating the known location of the bioweapon in an attempt to take it before the Pantheon takes it first. Instead of run and gunning your way through, there are different puzzles that transform the game into an almost psychological horror game, causing the player to hallucinate enemies from mannequins to zombies. It helps that I have a sweet spot for any game that includes a grappling hook. Each mission has cash, which replaces collectible intel, that can be spent at your group's hideout in exchange for upgrades to help you through the game. The hideout itself includes several different secrets that make the game feel fleshed out, more than just a separate hub space. I appreciate the level of detail through the entire campaign, which holds up as one of my favorites, if not my favorite from recent titles. The Zombies game mode feels like it finally got the support it desperately needed. It plays like a better version of Cold War Zombies. So if you like that, you will like this. It has what you would expect for a Zombies experience at this point. Loadout weapons, perks, craftables, pack-a-punch, a mystery box, and many more. Each map has its own Easter egg that can be completed with up to 4 players or solo. Each map also has its own ingenious wonder weapon that can be crafted or rolled through the mystery box. The addition of saving one's own progress to continue later is great, but it feels like an afterthought with only one save slot for an always online game. Augments look to add a post-game progression similar to Cold War, except it's all experience-based with no obtainable in-game currency needed. You select something to level up before starting a game, and you earn XP just by playing the game. Each augment lets you upgrade perks, field upgrades, and ammunition types that can impact the game differently. To be frank, I don't care nor can I follow the zombie storyline like I used to, so my enjoyment of these maps comes from the gameplay I experience rather than a wiki article explaining everything I do and its importance. Overall, I had a lot of fun playing zombies, especially with friends. Multiplayer feels faster than ever. Omni movement feels built for multiplayer without consideration for how it would impact the game as a whole. The maps are too big or too small, and spawns feel more troublesome than ever before, especially when each map is made of paper mache. A lot of the gameplay features for loadouts feel like a return to form for Call of Duty, with some neat additions. Challenges for camos, mastery medals, and events feel streamlined. Prestiging returns, allowing players to reset their progress to grind more levels for impressive emblems from Call of Duty's past. The game's netcode, on the other hand, is an issue that's prolonged the series for years. This, combined with the skill-based matchmaking, makes it difficult to come back, especially when grinding for levels or camos. The situation isn't bad when playing solo as a casual player, but playing with friends that consistently drop 60 plus eliminations per game make it difficult to keep a consistent KD ratio. This leads me to ranked play. Ranked is a subset of multiplayer, being 4 against 4, with loadout restrictions, a smaller map pool, and 3 game modes to play. While it sounds limited, this is a ranked mode that allows players to play the most competitive way possible. The rank system is all over the place. There's no rhyme or reason for how much SR you receive in one game, and one bad teammate can ruin an entire match with only little SR gain to be earned. Despite these issues, I do think ranked is the best way to play Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Multiplayer itself has its ups and downs, but I feel like it's an improvement from years past. Warzone has gone through its fair share of transformations over this year's Call of Duty release. At the beginning of Season 3, it was reset to only include the classic Verdansk map from the original Warzone. The gameplay loop remains the same: get loot, survive as the circle shrinks, and take out anyone in your path. While the refreshed experience is still new, some of the old issues resurface right out of the gate. Meta loadouts plague the free-to-play standalone game mode. Ground loot being a hit or miss makes it difficult to really get an advantage unless you grind or pay money. This is very much a pay-to-win experience, but it can still be fun. My first night playing the Season 3 Warzone experience, I ended up winning a game. When everyone in your squad is working together, communicating, and positioning themselves the best they can, it feels like everything is firing on all cylinders. This brings out the best in the mode despite one mistake costing the match. I remember when customization microtransactions were first introduced in Black Ops 2 many moons ago. I spent about $2 on a bacon camo and thought that was the coolest thing. This has evolved into packs of camos, stickers, and operator skins that cost more than $20+. I personally have no interest in these bundles, and do not have an issue with the inclusion of these packs as it helps offset the cost of the free extra content added to the game at later dates, but my issue comes from how forced these packs feel, and how some of these packs provide game-changing skins that make it difficult to fight against. There's a battle pass, a premium battle pass, and every so often an event battle pass. The game does everything in its power to remind you of what you'd have and don't have. Only a day after the season comes out, you can bet that you'll be playing against someone with the new weapons maxed out. I get why it's here, I just wish it wasn't as intrusive as it is. I work a full-time 40-hour-a-week job. Why do I have to feel bad about spending money on a game that I already spent $70 on? I want to like this game. I think it does a lot right with its campaign and zombies. I think the main issues I have with this game are just prolonged from previous games that are not specific to Black Ops 6. With all of this in mind, I give Call of Duty Black Ops 6 an 8.2 out of 10. Thanks for watching.